Today, we're talking about slingshots. Hey, it's Josh with Alpha Omega Survival School. It's been a while since my last video upload. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas. And we're getting ready to celebrate the new year tonight. We're coming at you today talking about slingshots. I'm currently awaiting a new one in the mail. I've been using kind of a jerry-rigged version. My bands broke, and so I'm using some braided rubber bands in the meantime. It's supposed to come today, so hopefully she'll be rolling in before too long with my new one. Got the Scout from, I believe it's called Slingshot, is the company, and I'm looking forward to getting into that one. But anyway, today we're making ammo. We're doing homemade ammo. We're making it out of clay. We've used 3/8 steel shot. We have used glass marbles, and all are pretty cheap options. But there's nothing better than free. Of course, it takes time, but we're making clay marbles today. We've got the clay here. Some we dug up in the yard. Others we got from the club that we hunt at in Virginia. Getting some red clay from up there. It works the best, I think. It's a better clay. Here is more of a muddy, slick. It works, but it's not the best. We've got the setup here. The fire pit. We've got our grates. That's what we're using to bake them on. We've got the startings of our firewood here. We'll need quite a bit more of that because we've got a lot of clay left. We only had time to make 50 marbles yesterday, or 50 clay shot yesterday, and you can see we barely got into our clay here. Let me go ahead and show you what one looks like, and then we'll show you the process. So here's one. It's one of the larger ones we did. And if you can hear it, I don't know, it's pretty hard. They get really hard. It's awesome how they, it's like stepping back in time doing it Native American style. It's the first time we've ever done anything, making anything out of clay other than getting it out of the way to plant trees and do whatever else and scraping it off our tires. But they work really good. They do explode when you hit stuff with them, so they're not reusable, unfortunately, but good at the least. I've got my hide pouch here that I carry them in with a paracord strap. My little brother Matthew's going to be helping us today. He had to go get his equipment. We're going to get started. We'll show you the process. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start our fire and try and get the temperature up a little bit so we can go ahead and get to, well, first of all, warming ourselves up and then making some more ammo for the slingshots, because it is chilly out here. As you can see behind you, we got our wind block set up to try and keep the flames down and keep us from going insane while we're doing this. So we'll go ahead and get started here. I'll throw in a couple for a small platform. We do have some ashes in there from yesterday, but try and keep it up off the ground a little bit. Provide some airflow underneath. Where'd my bucket go? Woohoo! Oops, let's try again.
It's like wherever I go, the smoke wants to follow the camera.
It's alright. trying to get her to catch, you know. It's starting to stick to the bigger stuff now, which is good. I wasn't sure if it would. Alrighty, so Matthew is going to wet the clay with a little bit of water. And what that does is just helps it to be malleable. You can go ahead and pour it in there if you want. It'll all dry up in these. There you go. Alright, let that soak in. We want this to be as malleable as possible so we can form it. And so we'll take the pot over here to the fire. We got the fire cooking. That piece that was a little bit wet there, got it drying out. And so what we've done is we've been using the grate here, which we really don't need the grate today because the way we're going to do it, we're actually going to just put this pan, is what we've been putting the marbles on, and we're going to put it right over the fire, or right beside the fire, just like this. Now yesterday we put them on the fire and a few of them burnt and got black, and what we noticed was when they burnt too much, they actually got weak, and so they would crumble. You'd pick them up and they would crumble. And so we're just going to set it beside the fire today and do them a little bit fewer at a time and try and get a little bit better control process, so that way they'll be stronger and more fit for shooting. So we're going to let the pan heat up right now. What we're going to do is go ahead and start forming them, and I'll go ahead and do one, and then we'll get back to you when it's time to put them on the fire. So, what we've been doing, just taking a bit of clay, about the size of the marble you want, okay, and then just forming it into a ball as best we can, and then rolling it in our palms, just to get it. And this clay is pretty firm. It really works well, and actually the area that this comes from was populated by several Native American tribes, and you can be sure that they use this for pottery, and this is the process that they would do. Of course, they would be making bowls and whatnot, not just slingshot ammo. Alright, so that one's good to go, and so we will put that down. We'll make a bunch of them, and then we'll get back to you when we go to bake them. We'll be back soon. Alrighty, so we're almost out of red clay. We didn't have as much left as we thought. We do have some here, but we're going to go ahead and put what we have on the fire just to show you guys. And so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 clay balls here. We're going to throw them right here on the pan. Alright, so we have finished the few that we've done here. They have been baked on the fire. They are dried, and this is what they look like. So we'll pull off a couple of them here for you. Couple of the better ones that we did, and so here they are, and they range from the size of, you know, a 3/8 to a 5/8, and then we've got a couple of bigger ones here that are, you know, marble size. So let's do a shooting test. Doesn't take very long. It took us, you know, a few minutes to bake these on the fire, and so they are good to go. They are done. They're very lightweight. We have not hunted with these at all. Of course, you know, when we get the opportunity, we'll try them out and we'll let you know what happens. But we're going to do a shooting test. We'll take a couple of these and we will shoot them and give you our feedback. We'll be right back. And actually, while we were filming, or after we finished filming, my new Slingshot came. It is the Scout, the Flippin' Out Scout from simpleshot.com, based in North Carolina. I'm very excited to be able to use this in this video. I was thinking I was going to have to use my Rubber Band Wonder over there, but I'm going to let Matthew try his out first. We're going to be shooting at a red water barrel over there in the distance. The shot here is about 10 yards. So Matthew, he's using the yellow Marksman bands, which I believe are the strongest ones that Marksman makes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's using his Marksman wrist rocket. That was a good shot there, dead center hit. And of course the clay balls, you can see where they hit. They leave a mark. That's his there. They hit hard and then they explode. So it'll be my turn now. We'll head back to the starting point. Matthew's going to film me. Alrighty. A little bit off center. Still have to get used to shooting the new Slingshot here. The bands are pretty weak. I think I might put my old bands. I had some black bands that were pretty strong. But you can see my hit there just to the left of his. And this has been Josh and Matt with the Alpha Omega Survival School. Hopefully you learned a little something today. And we will be seeing you hopefully sooner than later. Have a good New Year, guys.